Hello everyone, my name is William McKinnon and today I am going to do my Teach It Back from Module 1, and this module is labeled Starting and Maintaining Quality Conversations. This module was honestly really interesting to me as it talked about something that we do every single day, but most people really don't emphasize it and they never really think about it, and that's just how important communication is. The module explains that having good conversation skills can help you in networking, job interviews, internships, sales meetings, and honestly just everyday life. One of my biggest takeaways that I got from this was about how important and how much a conversation possesses and just the whole process of it. And a lot of people think about being good at talking as just a natural talent, but the professor explained that there's very specific steps you can follow to make the conversation easier and less awkward. The first step is understanding why you want to communicate in the first place. Before starting a conversation, you should know your goal. Maybe you're trying to network, maybe you're just trying to get comfortable with someone, maybe you're trying to get information from that person, or you just want to have friends or just be friendly and talk to someone while you're all by yourself. But knowing your purpose really helps. It keeps the conversation focused and makes you a lot less nervous. The next step is greeting. This sounds very simple, but the module emphasizes how important the first impression is. Because if you walk up to someone and they just don't get a good vibe off you right away, then they're not going to want to talk to you. But if you can convince them, smiling at them, hey, make good eye contact, be like, hey, this is what I'm trying to talk about, or this is just the vibe, they're gonna be a lot more open to talking. And a positive attitude can completely change it too. How you'd respond, a simple hi, nice to meet you also works. It can go a great long way, especially if you sound confident and relaxed. After the greeting comes the icebreaker question. This is basically the conversation starter. The module gave a lot of examples on what one of these would seem like. Maybe you ask them about the environment or the situation you're in, or just start talking naturally. For example, if you're at a sporting event, you ask them, oh, who's your favorite player? What's your favorite team? How you liking the game? Da, da, da. Or in a business setting, you would ask them oh, how do you like the boss, or how do you think about his coworkers, or oh, what do you like about this job? Or in school, oh, what do you think about this professor or this class we're in, or are you in da class, or where do you live around here? And just nice simple questions. For example, if someone's saying that they're enjoying the event, instead of just saying cool, you should also ask them what specifically they're enjoying about it and keep the conversation going naturally. You don't have to end it there. It's very big adding a few things, just oh, what here, why, what, where, when, just to get a little bit more details and just make sure they know that you're listening and you actually care. Another major part is the active listening, which is what I was just going over, but repeat back to what they just said to you, repeat back to them, or paraphrase it a little bit, and just make sure they know that you're listening and that what they're saying matters to you, and you're not just there waiting for your turn to speak. You actually care about what they're saying. The module also covered comments and compliments. These help build rapport and create stronger connections with people. Compliments, something simple like their outfit, school, or interests, can help make conversations feel more personal and less focused or forced. Later in the module, it switched more towards business and sales situations. Even if someone doesn't want to go into sales, the professor explained that these skills apply in interviews, meetings, presentations, and professional networking. One important concept was the value proposition. This is basically a short explanation of who you will help and how you help them. The module explained that the business settings, you should be able to clearly explain what you do in a simple and direct way. The module also talked about preparing before meetings. By researching the company or the person you're meeting with, things like looking at LinkedIn, finding common interests, or learning about the background can make conversations much easier and more natural. Another thing that stood out to me was the idea of confirming times and respecting the other person's schedule. Instead of just jumping in and hey, this is the time that works for me, say, oh, what time works best for you? Because you're trying to get on their good side. You're trying to make them want to work with you. And especially in sales, you're not trying to, if you were in medical sales, you're not going to be hey, doctor, I'm going to be here at this time. Come, this is the only time I can be here. No, you say, hey, doctor, when do you have an open slot that I could possibly meet with you? And then, build a good rapport with him and just have a good, make him know that you're on his time and he's not on your time, and that you're there to work with for him. Because their days are very long, very stressful, and you just need to make it a lot easier on them and make them feel hey, this guy's on my side. he's not working against me. Also, you gotta sound natural. You want to talk to him like, hey, even at like medical sales where it's not related, you kind of do want to like, or just any sales you're doing, even though it might not be sports related. If you see something like, oh, he has a poster up, hey, oh, I see that you have the Rays poster up. Oh, like I love going to Rays games, and just try to make it personal, so then they can like relate back to you later in that day, like, oh, whose product should I go with? Oh, well, that guy did. I like this rep. Maybe I want to see him again, so I'll probably like give him a call. I also liked how practical this module was because the skills can actually be help you day to day, and they're not just about like some things might just go over your head, but this like it really helped me, really made me think, and I realized that I could use this every single day with making friends, networking, interviewing for a job, or just working in business every day. That's my overall overview for Module 1, starting and maintaining quality conversations. Thank you for watching.